right down to the wire by the look of it. We look to your strike players here. Try and get you home.
Marshall King and then Nichols. Do the tackle there of McEwen. Brings it back to the halfway line. Rolls it through. No trouble there as far as the referee was concerned. Nicarima. Oh, Farnworth. He saw the gap open up back on the inside and might have taken his eyes off the ball just for a fleeting microsecond.
You see he was sniffing back on the inside of him there. That would have been a try for your life. Tabuai Fideo it was. Drop ball there. A little bit unfortunate. Farnworth drops it, but Tabuai Fideo was looming up back on the inside. They would have scored.
Looks like a purple storm towards the one end of the ground here in Perth. Speaking of the storm, we'll see them in action next. Super Saturday, they take on the Rabbitohs. That one from Accor Stadium in Sydney. Oh, now Donahue from marker has just stolen it. That was an absolute Central Park mugging by Donahue there on Brayley.
He's come up with some big plays too, playing out of position. Is he square at marker there? Anyway, they got away with it. Little bit of indecision from dummy half.
He leapt out from behind a tree, and Brayley never saw him coming. Katoa out the back. Nicarima, no looker there. Working across to Lemuelu. Scored a try. Back end of the first half to close the gap to 6. Here we are at 20 all. Katoa to Keeley off the right foot. Heads back towards the uprights. Marshall King on the last. Comes to Katoa. Shows it. Gives it to Nicarima. Farnworth fends away from Gagai. Still there. Back to Nicarima. He gets taken down by Jermaine McEwen.
Well done there by McEwen. They've done it a lot tonight. The Newcastle Knights haven't ball watched. They got off and closed off the tackling. McEwen it is. Comes away with the tackle. A little bit of push and shove in the back plate. Gagai involved again with Nicarima.
Zane Gagai has never taken a backward step. Flare up in his time in the NRL, the 34-year-old. Always looking to take the ascendancy in any confrontation. So best here. Down to 7.5 minutes or just over. And you'd have to think first chance either team gets, got to be thinking about the one. Down to Cogger now. Ponga goes wide. Schiller. Ooh, hear the contact there so clearly. Going off X microphone to Sako. Good stop on him. Ponga for Cogger. Running a long way out here to Crossland. Piers Paul up against Nicarima. And then Farnworth or rather Avarillo up in the face of Gagai. Plays it on the last. Crossland has to get a hurried kick away. Tries to find the space between Tabuai Fideo and also Osako, but the hammer comes across, just coasts there to reel that one in on the full.
Thought he would have eaten up the yards a little bit there. Tabuai Fideo had plenty of yards in front of him. He just dawdled into the defensive line.
So if they get a chance here, by the end of this set, the Dolphins, Jermaine Osako, 5 field goals in his NRL career. Cody Nicarima just the one. Katoa hasn't kicked one as yet. They've got a chance here, should they want to go here from around about 30, maybe just a little bit too far out. Katoa will kick towards the corner. Schiller coming forward, makes the catch, goes sideways, and for a moment the Hammer had visions taking him back into the in goal, but they've got Newcastle on their own line. Dominic Young runs out towards the sideline. Played here on the second. Gagai now comes back midfield to give them a couple more options. With 3 plays gone. Inside their 20 still. Best. Puts the foot down as he comes towards the tackle there of Katoa, who handles him well with some teammates. Now from Croker, Cogger, Crossland, comes across here, Gagai with Young playing on his outside, he had the pass there, hangs on to it. That's the 5th, here's the last. Cogger comes across to Ponga, who will put it through the hands. Best puts a kick in now. Schiller is there, so is Best for his own kick. It comes back to Ponga. A Benji flick pass. Schiller comes to Brayley. Brayley will score. A Dolphins defender collided with the referee and was taken down. And what has happened here?
Play the ball there.
Was it the referee? We need to take a look and see what happened here as he called the pass forward. Watch it again. Terrific kick.
Watch the flick pass here. This is unbelievable. From Ponga. Boom.
Time on.
He's called that pass there forward. Oh, boy, I don't know about that.
Jeez.
It didn't look forward watching it live. There was a collision. The referee said that pass to Brayley was forward.
Just about save one of the tries of the year. That one, if it comes off. Brilliant play there from Newcastle. Battle to get up the other end all second half here.
We might hear more about that long full time, depending on how this turns out. We probably will either way. It looked good through the hands watching it live. Here is Marshall King. Comes across to Ray Stone. They're back at the halfway line. Last tackle now. His kick forward position once again. Taylor taking no chances of making sure that goes to the sideline or to the dead ball line. Ponga brings it back. Here's Schiller. And they begin this set on the front foot. Marshall King thought he knocked it on. Ponga thought he might have been taken high. Dominic Young looking for somebody. Takes the tackle there. Just over 3.5 remaining. The Dolphins trying to improve their record to 8 wins and 7 losses to solidify their position inside the top 8. The Knights, it's almost a must-win for them. If they lose today, they're 5-10. Roker playing it there from Brayley. Goes through Cogger to Ponga. Best quick hand. That tip-on did look forward. Play on is the call.
Yeah, again, Schiller just that little bit too flat. He gets a little bit deeper. He's upfield that time.
Cogger with the bomb. Pressure here on Tabuai Fido. He goes up for it, makes a clean catch.
Nice take there. Brazil was hunting him down there that time. Fido takes it beautifully. Both sides under the pump. Fatigue setting right in. Dolphins a little bit slow to get behind the ball, and then he wonder.
No matter how this turns out, it has been a much improved effort by the Newcastle Knights. What we've seen for the majority of the season. Here is Ray Stone, who brings it back. Stopped there by Crossland. Ponga has been brilliant. He's grubbers for 2 tries for Bradman Best. And a takedown nearly here, rather Donahue on that far right-hand side of the field. And it's a kick from Katoa down towards the corner. Potentially last chance in possession for the Knights here in regulation time. They begin from just outside their own 20. Cogger from dummy half. Comes across to Dominic Young. How does this one end? What a game they've seen again here in Perth off the back of Wednesday's drama at Optus Stadium in Origin 2. Now Young. Runs it towards Stone. They'll play it there. Croker to Cogger and Ponga. No look, a first man option there was Dylan Lucas. They were sweating on him. Donahue, boy, he's gone through almost half a century of tackles in this game. What an effort by him. Ponga is there again, Donahue. Pass comes away there from Ponga, back to Cogger. Do they want it now? It comes back to Brayley. Crossland puts it in the air instead. Tabuai Fido coming forward, didn't get there. He touched the ball. Here is Best. They're saying still the last. Croker will reach out. Did he keep his hand off the ground? It looked as though he did.
Is that Brady Jones that scores, is it? What about the desperation at the back here? Unbelievable here. If they do get this try, It is Brodie Jones. You're right about it. If he keeps his arm off the ground, is there a second effort here? Up goes the bomb. Watch him compete here. Tabuai Fido goes high. A little bit of an early jump. Best reloads, gets the offload back on the inside. I thought that was a great tackle.
As long as the ball doesn't scrape the turf here on the way through, it's all good for Jones. Best of the chance on the last. No, it misses the turf, plants it down. Brodie Jones scores inside the final 60 seconds.
Well, how well did he do to keep that ball up? Had the right hand on the ground, just kept his balance. Competing for that high ball that time. Best did enormously well to reload and get back and then get the offload as the rain pours down. Brodie Jones gets the winner.
It's incredible to watch because the referee had not signalled 6 again there off the touch by Tabuai Fido. He still had his hand in the air saying this is the last tackle. Try confirmed, no doubt about it. It was 24-20. The kick to come. The clock will stop once Gagai takes this conversion attempt. The Dolphins will have to go short, get the ball back, and maybe score in the one motion.
What an effort here from Newcastle. As I mentioned a couple of times, they've battled to get off their own line or out of their own half. Been up here a couple of times and come away with a couple of tries. They should have scored one a little bit earlier, but now they've put it to bed by the look of it.
Strike is a good one. He adds the extra 2. And with 5 seconds remaining on the clock, make it 4. There was the touch by Tabuai Fido. It was still the last, according to the referee. It didn't matter in the end because he stayed on his knees and Brodie Jones plants it down. Second try this season. What a time to score it. So what have they got here? Tap back, a kick across the field perhaps. Newcastle Knights 4 seconds from finding a way to stop the Dolphins. The kick is too big. Dominic Young is there. He makes the catch. That'll end it today. What a performance by the Newcastle Knights to keep their season alive. They've done it 3 times in the last 4 seasons with big finishes in the last third of the season to qualify for the finals. They need to do it again in 2025, and perhaps that's the first step. At full time here in Perth, the Knights 26 have taken down the Dolphins 20.